On everyone, and welcome back to another video. So this is another video for all the medical students out there, and what I want to talk to you guys about today is how to study in medical school. But before I get to that, I want you guys to know that you are greatly loved, and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. Alright guys, so let's get right into this video, and what I want to talk to you guys about is how to study in undergrad. And so this is something I did not learn until medical school, and so I just want to share with you guys what I learned and how it propelled my grades to, levels I never would have expected. And so this system, if you use this, it should help you greatly. Alright, and so how to do this in an undergrad. So I've already made a video about this before, but this is my 5-pass system, which ends up being a lot more than 5 passes, but in general you can just call it a 5-pass system. Excuse me. So what you are going to do, and this is going to be for every subject, for every lecture, for all of your material. Okay, and so very first thing you're going to do is when you start your classes, you're going to have like an itinerary, or you're going to have a schedule where it talks about what topics you're going to be covering throughout that semester or that year. Okay, so whether it be lecture notes, textbook chapters, whatever it is, you can still use this. So with that, you're going to know what subject you're covering before you go to lecture. So your very first pass of that material will be to pre-read that material. So let's say that in biology they said you need to read about the mitochondria or the cell DNA or whatever it is. That could be in chemistry as well. Anyway, so you're going to go through that and you're going to pre-read that before lecture. And this could just be 15 to 20 minutes. So all this is you're fast reading through this, pre-reading it quickly, but slow enough to where you can comprehend it. And as you do that, you're just kind of getting the big picture of things. What is this chapter about? What are the key takeaways from this? Spend 15 to 20 minutes pre-reading every subject that you're going to have that day. Okay, that's going to be your first pass. Your second pass is going to be in lecture. And so what that means is this thing here, throw it out of the way. You do not need that phone in class. So you're going to be in class, paying attention, engaged, and that's going to be your second pass of that material. And you should already be making connections and being like, okay, yeah, I'm getting this information. I'm really understanding what the lecturer wants me to understand. And that should definitely be, big time of engaging in that material, and ask the lecturer any questions that you have. Okay, after that, your third pass of the material is going to be later that night. After all of your lectures, after you've hung out with your friends, after you've went to the gym, whatever it is, you're going to go through that material again. And this session is going to be a little bit longer, maybe an hour. I'll take no more than an hour for every subject. Okay, or for every lecture. So this hour, you're going to go back through that material and you're really going to try to absorb as much of it as you can. But before you look at it, I want you to close your eyes and try to recall everything you can from your pre-reading and from that lecture. See how much you already know before you get into it, so you know what you need to key in on, the things that you missed, okay? So then that's going to be about an hour. And then that means in one day, you've seen that material 3 times. That is pretty awesome. Okay, then you need to see that material again. Your fourth pass should come in another 48 to 72 hours. Okay, so here in a couple days, you want to go back to that old material and say, what was it that we talked about on Monday? This is Wednesday. Let me see how much I can remember. So again, before you open up that lecture, you want to recall it from as much as you can. So you're going to close your eyes and think. Remind yourself of everything you can from that lecture, from all of the pre-reading you did, your lecture beforehand, and your studying afterwards. How much of that lecture do you already know? And then your fourth pass, you're going to go back through. And these passes are going to get faster and faster and faster because you're going to know more and more and more. So your fourth pass, you're doing the active recall, and then you're going to see what you missed out on and make sure to commit that to memory as well. Your fifth and final pass for the week will come on the weekend. On the weekends, you do not have classes, so you have a lot more time. So you should be able to go through that material very quickly, but again, active recall. Your books are going to be closed, recall as much as you can, see what you missed, and go through that for the 5th time. And after that week, you should have that material down very well. But your test may not be in a week, and it may not be in 2 weeks. So this 5-pass system gets extended. 2 weeks from now, you should see it again, so that'd be your 6th pass. After that, about a month goes by and you still haven't had your exam, you should see that material again, just to always keep up on the material. If you do this for every subject, for every class, you will see your grades skyrocket, okay? But with this, there's a disclaimer: everyone has different study methods. So myself, I like to read lecture notes and read books and study them that way. You may like to watch videos or listen to audio. If that is the case, still implement the 5-pass system and the active recall with your preferred study method and watch your grades skyrocket. Alright guys, that's my advice on how you should study in medical school or in undergraduate school for every one of your classes, and actually you could use this in medical school as well. Let me know what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, go up and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment below because I want to hear from you guys. This channel, MedFit Faith, is about building a family that we encourage and love on and support each other to propel us to accomplish all of our dreams and accomplish things we never could have imagined. Alright guys, to end the video, I want you to know that you are greatly, greatly loved and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine.